What it do, peeps? It's the Beat Chef with Watch the Damn Tape. Hit that like, that share, that subscribe button. Hit that bell to get notified when I drop my next video. To my new subscribers, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy the show and I hope you get something from the content. To my day ones, thank you for helping me continue to build this platform and keep this WNBA conversation pushing. Fever with their backs against the wall. It's amazing the performance you get when you're up against the wall. The Fever today played like the Aces played last game. Like they had something they had to get done. And they did have to get something done because it was win or go home today. Big win, but the way they played, they did enough to get this win. They ended up winning 90-83. First quarter was back and forth, little or no defense. I mean, that was it in a nutshell. Little or no defense. I mean, you think about it, the Aces shot 58% from the field in the first quarter. Indiana shot 45%. Indiana shot 60% from three, though. But they gave up 55% to the Aces. Neither team shot well from free throws in the first quarter. It was 20-66. They got the ball to Aaliyah Boston early, which was good. They got her started. You know Kelsey Mitchell's going to cook. At the end of the first quarter, Mitchell had 9. A'ja Wilson had 10, shooting 5 of 7. Kelsey Mitchell shot 3 of 7. Boston had 5 points. Natasha Howard had 4. Lexi Hull had 3 steals in this first quarter. She was very active. Second quarter, first quarter ends 23-21. Indiana's leading. Second quarter, it's pretty much more of the same. But they're making an effort to get to the hole, get to the paint. The entire team. Kelsey Mitchell's going in. She got her shot blocked a couple times. Sims had a couple turnovers going, trying to go to the lane. But in the second quarter, Brianna Turner and Kayla Timpson came in to spell Natasha Howard, and their presence and their height was huge in this game. Their scoring contributions were minimal, but just those bodies Indiana needed it this game. Petty and Sims in the game played extremely well. Petty was ultra aggressive, got to the rack a couple times, came up big this game, way better than she did that game 3. Sims played under control for the most part and played point guard, directed the offense. That's what they missed in game 3. Sims provided it this game. Kelsey Mitchell was hitting some shots, hitting some weird shots. She hit a shot at the end of the second quarter with about 2 minutes and 46 seconds left. It was almost like she was a ballerina doing some kind of split pirouette thing. It was crazy. 46-38, Indy. Huge. At half, Sims had 7. Petty had 7. Boston had 7. Howard still had 5. Hull only had 3. Kelsey Mitchell had 15, shooting 50% and 50% from the 3. Had 2 or 2 from 3. Vegas, Evans, 3. Lloyd only had 6. Smith only had 6. Young had 7. A'ja Wilson was 6 of 10 for 12 points. That was huge. If you wanted to put a bulletin point on the board, A'ja Wilson only scoring 2 points in the quarter after she scored 10 in the first was one of the key things that fueled this win, because the Aces were hitting shots. So there wasn't a huge free throw disparage because of no fouls. The refs made some calls, they missed some calls, but the refs weren't the story of this game. The Aces were hitting shots, and so was Indiana early on. At half, Indiana was shooting 52%, 57% from three, 66% from the free throw line, but they was sloppy. 11 assists, 9 turnovers. The Aces shot 51%, 30% from three, and were 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Had 10 assists, 10 turnovers in that quarter. The third is where it got serious. The Aces came out, scored 5 quick points. Stephanie White called a timeout to get this team under control because it looked like the Aces were about to mount a comeback. In the third quarter, they actively start going to Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston is going at A'ja Wilson, and she's in particular going at NaLyssa Smith. NaLyssa Smith had been a problem in games 1, 2, and 3 and had outplayed Aaliyah Boston up until this point. Aaliyah Boston gets in that paint and gets fouls on Wilson, gets fouls on NaLyssa Smith, gets fouls on Gufferson. She is basically cooking anybody they put on her. She gets them in the penalty quick. She's at this point they're going back and forth. It's 63-58. Leah Boston turns the ball over. A'ja Wilson gets the steal, going down court. Kelsey Mitchell with a dumb foul touched her when she should just let her get the ball. Let her score the points. 63-61 with 2 minutes left in the third quarter. This was the longest 2 minutes ever. Wilson drives on Boston. It's 63-61 with a minute 26. She hits one of the free throws, 63-62. Then Wilson shows up again. Lexi Hull's wide open. A'ja Wilson looked like she jumped 6 feet and blocked this shot from way out. Way out. Blocked the shot. Hell of a play. Boston hit some free throws at 64-62. And Lexi Hull with another bulletin point play. A'ja Wilson's in the paint. She's got position on Leah Boston. She's about to go up and make this layup. And she's about to cut into that lead. Lexi Hull strips the ball. Basically, steals the ball from A'ja Wilson as she goes up. She falls in the process, but the ball rolls through A'ja Wilson's legs back to Lexi Hull, who's laying by the free throw line. Lexi gets the ball, immediately throws it over her head to a speeding down the court Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell outruns Dana Evans, lays the ball up 67-62 at the end of the third. The fourth, it was a knockout dragout. Couple calls got turned over on some challenges by Becky Hammond. What they were correct. Howard hit some free throws, and this was one of those things where you're worried about the free throw because it's a tight game like game 3. 69-65. She's fouled by Wilson. Breonna Turner comes in the game, spells Howard, and she puts her size on A'ja Wilson, even though she's light, just her height. She causes a jump ball with a tie up. They get the possession, and this is key in the fourth quarter. They stole possessions from the Aces a lot of times. Sims gets to the rack. She gets fouled. 71-65. At the 5-minute and 50-second mark of the fourth quarter, the third bulletin point, NaLyssa Smith is guarding Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston gets her deep in the paint. She picks up a foul. This is her 5th foul. Becky Hammond takes NaLyssa Smith out the game at this point. At this point in the game, it's 71-67. 71-67. This one was huge. This was a huge play. NaLyssa Smith did not return the rest of the game after this. This was the 3rd team foul on the Aces. Shortly after that, the Fever picked up their 4th foul. And then it became the centers going at it. Wilson comes down, she smokes, blows by Aaliyah Boston at 71-69. Then Boston comes right back. I mean, right back at her, 73-69 with 4 minutes and 46 seconds left. This was a game, folks. This was a game. Sims hits a floater. It's 75-67 with 4 minutes and 19 seconds left. Boston turns the ball over. She gets panicked under the goal. Wilson scores off that turnover. It's 75-71. And then Sims comes right back in the lane, pull-up jumper, 77-71. Young, Becky Hammond calls a timeout. Out of that timeout, she draws up a nice play. Jackie Young shakes Lexi Hull, gets in the paint, gets fouled by Hull. It's 77-74 with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left. Boston gets in the paint. She's getting guarded by Gufferson. Schools her. Boston comes right back. Face-up jumper over Wilson. A huge shot. It's 79-74 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Wilson gets fouled by Boston. She misses one of the shots. 1-on-1 is 79-75 with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. In this 2 minutes and 10 seconds, this is where the Aces lost their composure, and this is where Indiana kept theirs. Hull misses the shot. Boston misses a shot. Point blank shot. Terrible shots. Then Wilson comes down. She misses the shot. It's 80-75. Mitchell hits a jumper in the paint. She's fouled by Gray. It's 82-75. Then Wilson gets fouled by Howard. I don't know why Howard even touched her. She should just let her get this shot off. She had got beat, but she grabbed her. But Asia misses the free throw. After the game, she complained about free throws, and she really complained a lot about Aaliyah Boston. And she doesn't like Aaliyah Boston. I think she's kind of jealous of Aaliyah Boston to a certain extent, even though Asia Wilson has everything and you could ever want, all the accolades. She's just a miserable person. Hull grabs another board. She's fouled. She misses the free throws. Both of them. It's 82-77. It's getting real tight. They get called for a 3-second defensive violation. They get those free throws. Lloyd comes down. She misses a 3. Hull grabs another rebound and is fouled with 36 seconds left. At this time, it's 84-77. There's a skirmish for a ball. They get the ball. Becky Hammond calls a timeout that they did not have. This was another error by the Aces. Excuse me. And right before that, ESPN had showed a graphic of the timeouts, the reset timeouts. They had one reset timeout. They had one timeout. They showed that graphic. At the same time they're showing that graphic, Becky Hammond says, "We got 2 timeouts to her team" in the huddle. That was incorrect. And as soon as Rebecca Lobo and Ryan Rucco pointed it out, ESPN snatched that graphic off the screen so fast. They review it. The scorekeeper tells them that she only had one call, a timeout. They penalize her for the timeout. This was huge. They get a free throw for the extra timeout penalty, and they get possession of the ball. Mitchell hits the free throw. Shortly after, that's 85-77 with 30 seconds left at that point. Then Sims gets fouled. She hits free throws. Sims gets fouled again, hits some 3 throws. Gray hits a 3. Gray hits another 3. But it's little too late, and they lose 90-83. This was a game. This was a hell of a game. The Fever, I won't say they got lucky, but they took advantage of the mistakes by the Aces, just like the Aces took advantage of the mistakes that Indiana did in Game 2, when they were just playing participation ribbon. We're just happy to be here. We're so excited we got the one win in Vegas. This is how the Aces played. The Aces played this game like it was a combination of game 3 by Indiana and game 2 by Indiana. So I can expect it to be fast and furious when they get back to LA. But credit to the crowd in Indy, they were very loud and you knew they were there. Lexi Hull didn't have the greatest statistical game, 2 of 12, only had 7 points. That girl grabbed some of the best rebounds. Defensive, had 7 of them bad boys. She stopped drives. They got killed on second chance points last game. Lexi Hull put a stop to that. That steal she had in the fourth quarter on Asia Wilson, she is the VVS goated player of the game. I know Aaliyah Boston balled out of control. I got high expectations for Aaliyah Boston. I've been wanting a game like this from Aaliyah Boston for the past month. You got to realize, Aaliyah Boston had 2 back-to-back games against Seattle and Los Angeles. Early August, Aaliyah Boston hasn't scored 20 points in close to a month. She scored 22 and 27 against them. She went off tonight. 24, 7 of 15, shot extremely well. Hit her free throws, 10 of 13, 14 boards, 5 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Aaliyah Boston balled. But you supposed to do that. You were the first overall pick. You are the makeup for them screwing up with Melissa Smith. You're the reason why they drafted you. Melissa Smith is the reason why you got drafted. If Melissa Smith turned out to what she would be, they would have drafted somebody else. They missed on her. They made up for it with you, and now you're producing. This is the type of game that Aaliyah Boston is supposed to have. But Lexi Hull has become the heart and is the spark plug of this team. Make no mistake. If Lexi Hull doesn't get some of the rebounds, she does the dirty work, dives on the floor, gets stuff that nobody else does. She does it all. And she played defense this game. She's got to guard 3 Olympians. Natasha Howard, only 2 points after she scored 5 in the first. Natasha Howard's, the tank is empty. It's empty, folks. It's empty. Her back's got. Kelsey Mitchell, 9 of 20, 25 points, balled out of control. Odyssey Sims played exceptionally well, shot well, made good decisions, 18 points. Conducted the offense and is a threat to drive, which was huge this game. Shea Petty and Odyssey Sims both play well. Petty, 15 minutes, 3 or 4, 7 points. The bench, other than that, Breonna Turner, like I said, defense, the 9 minutes she played, she put her all into those 9 minutes on Asia Wilson, but especially in that second quarter where Asia Wilson only scored 2 points. Ariel Powers didn't do anything for the team today. Had a bagel. Kirsten Bell was a non-factor. Like I said, she's been averaging about 4 points. She hit a 3. Didn't really hurt them. Melissa Smith had been getting double digits in those wins. Held her to 8 points. She played 21 minutes. She was 4 or 5. Like I said, she picked up a foul that was questionable early, but hey, it happens. It happened on both sides. Aaliyah Boston got called for a questionable foul that wasn't a foul. She got one. It happens. Asia Wilson balled out of control, but that second quarter is where they lost it. MVP only scoring 2 points in the quarter, unacceptable. She played 35 minutes. 58% from the field, 31 points. Jackie Young had a good game, 6 of 10. She cooked Lexi Hull a couple times, but hey, she an Olympian, she an all-star. 18 points. Chelsea Gray had a good game. Chelsea Gray had a real good game, especially from the assist standpoint. 9 of them bad boys. She had 10 the other night. But she shot 4 of 13. She hit some threes. She hit a couple threes at the end of the game. It was 3 of 7. So just imagine. She's 1 of 7. She was Brick City. Had 12 points. Jewel Lloyd, that's why I gave Lexi Hall play the game. You shutting down the point guard who's an all-star. You got a champion, an Olympian and a WNBA champion as the 6th woman who played 32 minutes and was 2 of 8 and only had 6 points. That's Lexi Hall. Lexi Hall problem. Gufferson, non-factor, 2 points. Also, team defense on Dana Evans. Dana Evans had been killing them. 12 minutes, 1 of 4, only had 3 points. That 1-3, they let her open, and she hit it. This was a big win for the Fever, and they got back to what they do. They got back to that paint. 42 points in the paint, gave up 38. They gave up 50 in those losses. Turnovers, sloppy on the turnovers, didn't have a lot of assists. Turnovers and assists were about even, which is unusual for them to win a game. They didn't win these games in the regular season when they had assists and turnovers equal. But this game, they got it. 14 turnovers, 14 assists. Shot 44% to end the game. Shot 76% from the free throw line. 26% from 3. It was the scrappiness and playing defense that got them this win. Period. The Aces still shot 49%, but they shot 39% from 3 and 72% from the free throw line. But they had a lot of turnovers. 15 turnovers for them as well. Excuse me. But huge win. Tuesday is going to be a battle. For it all, I'm surprised they won this game, to be honest. But the intensity level was where it should have been in game 2 and game 3. Hopefully, they crank up this same intensity, especially defensively, and get after the Aces. Aaliyah Boston needs to have another game exactly like this. You cannot score 24 points and then next game score 10. Unacceptable. You've set the bar, you set the standard. Treat this game 5 like it's game 4. Come in with the same approach, attack that paint. She ain't shooting no threes today. She got in that paint and she got the cooking. But let me know what you guys thought. Leave your comments below, like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace.